Hi there, welcome to Huson DIY. My name's Ben. In this video, we're going to unbox and install this, the Blink Pan Tilt Mount. Okay, so I've been using the Blink cameras around our house now for a long time. We used them in the previous property, and when we moved into this property that we're in now, we've installed more of them. I've done previous videos on other Blink cameras, including the video doorbell, the Blink video doorbell, which I'll put a link to in this video up here. There's a new product come out that's compatible with the Blink Mini. So this is, as I just mentioned, the Blink Pan Tilt Mount. So if you've got a Blink Mini or you've seen the Blink Mini previously, obviously it's a static camera. So you place it, point it in one direction. You can move it obviously manually, but you can't move it digitally or remotely. It's got to be done manually. So if you've got one place where you might need to look around in an area, then obviously this mount should hopefully do that. So we've got one in the porch, which I'll show you in a second, which points outside, out of the door. And it would be quite good if I could look around running remotely using the Blink app. Especially to see if there's any post being delivered by the door. So I thought we'll get this, have a look at it, unbox it, see how easy it is to set up and whether it works. So first of all, I'll go show you where we're going to install it and where the camera is currently. Okay, so as you can see, it is Halloween tonight. Actually, I'm recording on Halloween. So it's some Halloween decorations. This is our porch that looks outside, obviously. There's the kind of front door. And if we look up here, I've got a Blink Mini there. So obviously any activity in the porch or outside the porch, I did have this before the video doorbell, but I still do use it because I use it for the ringer for the doorbell itself as well. So we're going to install it there, the pan tilt on that Blink Mini. And then if I got posts, I can obviously point it at the door, but better look down as well, see if there's any deliveries. And we'll see if that is the best placement for it. But that's where it's going. So let's go and unbox the new mount. Okay, so here's the mount. I just unplugged the camera, brought that in with us as well. So you can see that's obviously on the USB cable. So let's crack on. It's still in the cellophane, so let's get into this now. So I went for the white one, obviously to match the white camera, but you can get it in black as well. You can get the Blink Mini in black as well now. So here it is in the box. So we'll open the box, like so. Okay, so first of all, obviously got the mount itself. It's in plastic. Let me take a look off that plastic so it's not crackling on the microphone. Okay, so there it is. So we've got obviously a wire that goes off and plugs into the back of the Blink Mini itself, and you've got the port there for the original cable to go into there, I assume. Just looking at it, it's got some rubber feet on the bottom so it doesn't slip. I can see that there's a standard mounting port there to put it on a camera mount, for example. If you want to put it on a mount that you've got somewhere, perhaps on a wall, I don't know how you do that, but there is a mount there which is quite good. The original mount didn't have that on, they're just the basic stand, so that's quite good. So we got the pan tilt mount itself. It's come with some instructions. Have a look at them. Quick start, just basically a quick start guide about getting the app. Select add devices, that's literally all it is. All that paper there just for that. So we've got the device, I've got the original cable. So what we'll do now is I'll get the app going just to show you how to set it up in the application. Okay, so I've got it here. I've got a powered USB cable here. I've got the mount and my phone running with a screen recorder on. So what we'll do is just to show you here first of all, I've got 3 different modules in the house just because just over the years I've got the different modules. I've got one for outdoor, one for the indoor, and then I've got this third one, which is the extension. So you can see I've got the porch here, porch camera, which is offline, because obviously it's here, I've unplugged it. And I've got the doorbell. So I've got the doorbell and the porch camera on the same module, so I can use it as a ringer. So as it says in the instructions, I'm going to go to the Blink app. I'm going to press on the plus icon in the top right hand corner, and you can see now in the obviously updated Blink application, you've got the mini pan tilt camera. I'm going to click on that. So connect your pan tilt mount to your mini camera. Oops, get my cable in a second. So I'm going to take, hopefully you can see that, I'm just going to take the cable there and push it in there. As simple as that. Plug in the micro USB cable. Well, I've done that, I'll continue. Attach your mini camera to the pan tilt mount. So I'm going to, it's that standard, so it's the same attachment there as the old mount on this pan tilt one. So I'm assuming I need to point the camera to the front of the pan tilt mount. So I'll try and do that as best I can on the camera without breaking the motor. Okay, as easy as that, it's clicked on. And then plug in the micro USB cable from, which I've just dropped on the floor, so apologies, I'll just get that. Okay, so I've got the USB cable which is plugged in. I'm going to plug that into there and pop it down. And then hit continue. So it's saying, is a mini camera already in my account or not? Which it is. I'm going to click that bottom option, which is mini camera is already in my account. You can see the pan tilt mount now moving. Okay, so it did a little bit of movement, and there it is. So I'll click OK there. So I've got my porch camera. So to be honest with you, that's kind of all it's told me to do. So I'm going to go into this now live view on my porch. It's clicked on, so it's working still. Okay, so now on the screen, I've got these controls. You can see me here on the camera, which is a bit confusing. But hopefully if I move this, you can see it moving up, and you can see me here on this camera, which will be on the screen recording. Obviously the screen recording here as well, but that is pretty responsive. Obviously on the same Wi-Fi network, so you'd expect it to be. Well, I suppose you've still got the latency of connecting to the Blink services, etc. So I've got that, so I can move that. I've got that more option there. Okay, so that more option there, which I clicked on, I clicked 360 pan, so we'll come back to that. I'll tell you what we'll do, let me just pause things there, and I'll go set the camera up in the location I'm going to keep it in, just so I can use that as a starting point for where we're going to actually have it. Okay, so here we go. So I've got the pan tilt mount set up there on the end. Looks pretty cool, actually, I like it, looks good. So that's set up there. Obviously I've got the wire running down the back of there, which I'll tidy up. So that's that. So I've got that set up there now. Let me bring the tripod in, and I'll go back to the app view and we'll see what other settings we've got available to us in the application. Okay, so we're back in the porch now. I've got the tripod set up with the pan tilt mount showing here, and I've got the screen recorder recording now to show you the application view. So what we'll do is I'll go back into the live view, choosing the live view icon for the porch camera. So you can see the blue light kicks in straight away on there. You can see on the screen recording, you can see me. So if I just do some real life tests here, so we'll move it kind of left and right, like so. And then let me move it down as well, so we can obviously see the letterbox. We should be able to see the floor now. Yeah, we can see the floor down there, which is cool. So see if any post has been delivered. I can also do a quick look, obviously into the garden a little bit further. So we've got that way a little bit. You can see into the garden there. So it does have that really useful movement there. The home button will obviously, so the home button is looking straight forward. So if I move it, for example, all the way around there to look at the wall behind, I press that home button, it'll move it back to the starting point, which is forward, like so. So that's pretty cool. And then if I go into the more, so it looks like you can do a 360 pan. So if you're obviously watching remotely and you want to do a 360 pan just to see what's going on 360 in a certain room, for example, if I click on more and do that 360 pan like so. So you can see on the camera, so it's rotating all the way around. So it's got 360, but it doesn't, obviously, it can't keep spinning and rotating. It's got that limit. So it's doing a 360 pan just to see what's going on in a room, for example, or for our case, in that porch area. Just press continue on there. So you've got that 360 pan within the more settings there as well. Okay, so just a couple of things here, just in the more. Extended live view is an additional thing you can purchase, which I don't have, so I can't use that. And then the other thing we've got as well, if I just reload this here, if I go into more, into the device settings are for the camera itself. And then there is another option here in the app for the pan tilt settings, where you can calibrate your camera. Oops. They broke it then. So it's calibrating at the moment, you see on camera there. So I imagine if you're having issues with moving the camera, or it's out of sync, for example, you could use that calibration option there. Okay, so that's everything now on the app, in the camera. I'll head back into the kitchen and we'll just do a quick summary of what we think about the app, the new mount, and using it in the app. But that's all set up, working well now in the porch again. Okay, so that's all set up, working now in the porch. It's working well, gives us that a bit more flexibility with the mini camera. I can imagine these, if you've got these minis elsewhere in your house, are really useful in terms of having that 360 view. So if you've got, you know, multiple angles you need to see, which is kind of one of the bad things about the Blink cameras in general, is they are static, you can't move them. So that does get around it with the Blink Mini. Overall, very easy to set up, as usual with the Blink cameras. They are pretty good and easy to set up. This is no exception, it's easy to set up. Works effortlessly first time. Obviously you've got everything in the app already with the Blink update in the app, so that was no problem whatsoever there. So yeah, overall pretty good setup experience as per usual. Okay, so I purchased this off Amazon, the pan tilt mount for $24.99. To be honest with you, I think that's probably a little bit too expensive for what it is, if I'm honest, because you've got to buy the camera as well. So if you've got the cameras already and you're fitting them to it, then maybe. But $24.99 is quite expensive. I do have another Blink Mini out in the workshop, so that'd be quite good to have one. I think I would only get another one if they brought the price down, or during an Amazon Prime Day deal, or Black Friday, for example. It'd be interesting to see how much they do reduce them if they do this year, because they are a new product. But I think $24.99 for the product is quite high, really. It does give you a lot of flexibility. It's not like it's got the camera built in. So I think if you got a good deal on Amazon, it probably would be worth it. But I personally wouldn't buy another one for $24.99. I only really got one just to try it out and just to show it on the channel as well, on the YouTube channel. So yeah, a little bit hefty in price, but that's not to say that, you know, the product doesn't work. Okay, we'll wrap things up there. Firstly, thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully it's been of use to you, helpful for you. If you're looking at purchasing one of these, one of the pan tilt mounts. Hopefully I've covered everything that's needed in like kind of an unboxing, like first use kind of video. So if you have liked the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you've not bought it for any reason, just give it a dislike and let me know in the comments. And if there are any other comments or any questions or anything you think I've missed about the product, please drop it into the comment section. I will answer all questions in there. And if you would like to follow the Huson DIY journey along, please subscribe to the channel and we'll see you in the next one.